Just because my buttocks were unusually large, I was leashed like an animal by white men and forced to perform like a beast. As the whip lashed, I knelt on the ground, not daring to resist in any way. But the white spectators weren't satisfied yet. They took turns riding on my back, slapping my rear fiercely. The farm owner then stripped me completely naked, pinned me to the ground, and let the crowd grope me freely. Amid the mocking laughter of the white onlookers, I shed tears of despair. I didn't dare make a sound or show even a hint of resentment, because staying alive felt like the greatest hope I could cling to. Little did I know my tragic fate had only just begun. Because of my large buttocks and distinct appearance, the farm owner took me from Africa to Paris under the pretense of showcasing a wild African, forcing me to perform day and night. Unexpectedly, the circus business grew increasingly popular. Men cheered wildly from the stands, watching me as if I were an animal. As my notoriety spread, a group of scientists arrived under the guise of research to examine my genetic makeup. They used various instruments to measure me and even demanded I strip completely naked to comply with all sorts of bizarre experiments. Like a piece of merchandise, I stood numbly before a crowd of white people. I couldn't understand how I was any different from others. Why was I born to suffer such humiliation? In a surge of anger, I pushed the scientist away and immediately fled. Yet, as a black slave with no money or resources, where could I possibly go? Because of my escape, the farm owner not only lost the payment he was promised, but also ended up owing a large sum. Enraged, he beat me mercilessly, as if everything were my fault. To squeeze every last bit of value from me, the farm owner then contacted a brothel and sold me there for $10. With my unusual physique and appearance, I attracted many perverse customers. As business picked up, I began to hope I might one day buy my freedom. But tragically, due to the conditions brought by these customers, I soon contracted a sexually transmitted disease. The only place that had taken me in, the brothel, heartlessly threw me out onto the streets. Alone and desperate to survive, I stood on the street corner trying to attract clients. But my weakening body and gaunt appearance made it harder and harder to find any business. Finally, on a bright afternoon, my illness overwhelmed me. As I coughed violently, tears streamed down my face, and my pitiful life came to an end in that shabby room. Yet even in death, my suffering did not stop. The white men still wouldn't let me rest. The farm owner sold my corpse to scientists for $1,000. They preserved my body in wax, turning me into a statue to be put on display for everyone to see.